Nothing complicated today. Just a very small whole squid, a couple of 4 rows on a long pulley pennel. That's the first one going out. How nice to hear a bait hitting the water again. And in second place, again on a pulley pennel, that's a whole good sized prawn on there. I'm not going to lob this out too far this time. Not that I cast very far the first time. But yeah, I'm just going to chuck this out maybe about 40 yards, something like that. Well, hopefully you can just about see the rod tips in the background there. It's a little after 5 o'clock in the morning at the moment. It's Wednesday the 22nd of October. Target species today is anything edible. As long as we get something for lunch, I'm a happy man. Anything from a codlin to a conger, I don't care. We'll see what comes along. We're fishing the Ferrybridge end of Chesil Beach. There's a little window in the weather. It's been a bit up and down the last few days. Day before yesterday was pretty horrendous, real torrential rain, horrible day. But today is very settled looking. This morning and into this evening, and then it gets very windy again. It's up to sort of, I think, 40 mile an hour wind, something like that. As another front comes in. I've just done an 8-day stint at work, so I'm pretty tired. I don't know why I do it to myself. Got home, I had like 4 hours sleep, I think. I was up at 3:30 this morning just to come out and make a video for you guys. Be nice to get a nice big eel out before the sun comes up. There we go. So squid and mackerel there. Nice neat little wrap. A reasonable bite there. That looks a little eely. Well, it's not tiny. We might have caught our lunch on our first cast. We'll see. I'm calling eel. Yeah, snot bag. He's not tiny, but if I'm going to eat an eel, I want a nice eel steak. So, oh, he's not quite big enough. I think we can do better than that, to be honest. I think we can do better. Mate, it's your lucky day. Okay, let's get him back in the drink. Yeah, not quite big enough to eat, I don't think. I mean, it's eating size, but if I'm going to eat an eel, I want a nice steak, really. We can do better than that, I'm sure. I thought that was on the squid, but I forgot I swapped the rods around. That was actually on the prawn that was close in. You're a bait prawn, do all right on it. There's a little squid and sand eel wrap. See if we can blast that out quite far in a minute. Nice to get a ray. I haven't had a ray off Chesil for ages. I haven't had a ray for ages. Despite the lack of wind today, the swell out there is quite telling. Although it's not insane, it's quite it's definitely there. And this other rig, I'm going to put a straight prawn back on there, I think. Got quite a few with me today. So baits today, I have mackerel, prawn, sand eel, good old scallop roe, squid. I think that's it. Oh, and weirdly, don't ask, I know, I got a bit of salmon. I have tried it on Chesil before, we've caught dogfish on it before. I had a bit of a salmon belly flap at work and I just randomly froze it down. I just don't like seeing things go to waste sometimes, so we might try a bit of that later, see if we can get a bream on it. Might pop a 2-hook rig out at first light. See if we can't get ourselves a little bream. Big shout out to Army Tech for supplying the ELF C2 head torch that I'm using in this video. Thank you very much, Army Tech. I'm loving this thing. Head on over to their website if you'd like to get a closer look at it. And don't forget to use my discount code FISHDISCO15 for 15% off your basket at Army Tech. Cheers. There we go. Another mackerel and squid wrap there. That squid's a bit pink, actually. Been in and out a couple of times. Yeah, I think we need to freshen up that other bait now. Definitely need to do that. That's why it's important to keep checking your baits. Had that little rattle earlier and I thought it was a pout or something, but yeah, let's get him back. Bloody eels, eh? We have another nice big fat prawn, a couple of scallop roes lashed to the side of it. Be nice to get a codling out, wouldn't it? I'm not really sure if there's many about being caught at the moment. Probably not. No shortage of dogfish, small congers and pout keeping me busy most of the morning. Well, thank you, Army Tech. It's been another hectic sort of 10-15 minutes really. We're out there two congers and another dogfish. So I thought the dogfish was something much better. I was casting out the one rod, I know when I walked back there was a hell of a slack liner, but it was only a dogfish. I'm not going to show you every dogfish and eel, don't worry. But I'm really enjoying myself so far this morning. It's quite hectic. I've only reeled in one rig so far with no fish on it since I arrived. So yeah, really enjoying it. No record-breaking fish, but at least we're catching. Still haven't got that lunch fish yet though, but I'm remaining optimistic. Literally just cast that one out. Oh, lovely red gurnard. I was hoping that would be another bream because I actually had a bream just now and forgot to press record. I thought I pressed record and I hadn't. But it was undersized, just under the 24 centimeters, so I put it back and then got back to the camera and realised I hadn't turned it on. Sorry, I said red gurnard, this is a tub gurnard, sorry. There we are. Stunning little things. Again, gotta go back. up Gurnard. He didn't fancy the salmon though. Let's get him back. Well, thank you very much, all your new subscribers who've been watching that channel. All your views lately, really appreciate it. Fair to say I'm not the most consistent uploader when it comes to YouTube. I have mentioned before that I've bought a van that I'm turning into a camper. A couple of you showed a bit of interest in that, wondered what I was doing. So I bought a 2018 Mercedes Sprinter back in April. It's an ex-motorway maintenance vehicle. So yeah. It was white when I bought it. Well, I got all the stickers and everything off first. Rubbed it all down, treated all the rust. A few little dents and little patches that needed filling. Then I gave it a coat of military paint. Tinted the windows, put some extra windows in it. Solar panel on the roof, fan in the roof. So yeah, insulated all the inside, put the floor down, insulated the floor. Charge controller, batteries in, all the rest of it. So it is still a work in progress, taking up a lot of time. Currently just finished building the overhead lockers, the wooden lockers, painting those at the moment, so they're going to get ready to go in. And the last few weeks I've had a couple of cars, my Golf's broken down, that needed fixing. Clutch went on my wife's Corsa, so I had to put a new clutch in that, and that all takes time. I have been out fishing. I met up with One Rod Rob a couple of weeks ago. We went fishing at Freshwater Beach, but that was the day my wife broke down in the Golf, so it sort of put a bit of a spanner in the works really. You know, when something like that happens, it's playing on your mind then, and yeah, I didn't really relax. But it was lovely to catch up with Rob again and fish a part of Chesil Beach that I haven't fished before. And we both caught fish. We had the usual suspects really, some eels, some dogfish and some pouting, I think. It was a lovely spot to fish, really nice there. And I'll be catching up with Rob again, hopefully in a couple of weeks' time. We'll be fishing the Chesil Cod Championships together again, like we did last year. I think it's been cancelled 2 or 3 times already now, so it'll be good to catch up with Rob again for that one. Hell of a raft of weed floating by at the moment. So today started off really promising, didn't it? We had that, to be honest, that conger I caught, I probably could have got away with eating that. It was probably big enough, but I thought, no, I reckon we'll probably catch a bigger one. And now look where that's got us. I caught a bream and I didn't even get on film, but that wasn't even big enough. Even the pouting probably would have done for lunch. Put that back. Dogfish, I put those back. Gurnard weren't big enough. But look, one way or another, we haven't got any fish at the moment for lunch. But I'm starving. So I'm going to go ahead and cook the garnish. And yeah, clock is ticking now. If we get a fish in the meantime, then maybe we'll just get one in the nick of time. But I'm going to plod on regardless. Oh dear. Bit of oil in there. Pancetta lardons. Just want to start those browning off. Okay, so once you've got a bit of colour on your bacon, then we're going to add our veg. You can use whatever here really, but I've got some spring onion, some leek, some parsnip, some carrots. Celery and fennel would be nice as well. Just get that all in there. Swear it down gently really. And we've got some fresh rosemary, a little bit of sage. Sorry, got distracted there. I thought I had a bite. Don't forget the garlic. Smells beautiful. Really autumnal. Here's the star of the show. These are our green lentils. Now would be a good time to put some splash of red or white wine if you had some in there. I haven't. I got to go with water. What I have got is a beef stock cube. You could use chicken or vegetable, doesn't really matter. You could leave the bacon out if you're pescatarian or vegetarian and just not do it with the bacon. Possibly add some mushrooms or some wild mushrooms instead. Pop that in there, give it a little stir. Rag the heat up and get it boiling. I'll I'll pop a lid on. Alright, quick checkaroonie. Almost there. Gonna turn them up tiny bit. I've got a bit of tender stem broccoli. Just gonna pop that on top, let that steam. The last 5 minutes. Well, the sun's gone in, hat's back on. I can definitely feel the start of that front moving in. If you were to look over there, you see the clouds and yeah, the sky is heavy with rain. So I've come to terms with the fact that today's feast is going to be fish free. And that's fine, because you know what? I'm absolutely starving. A bowl of broth right now, it's going to go down beautifully. Cheers, YouTube. You do know the second I finish eating these, it's going to be like bang, bang, bang. Perfect eating size bream. Green lentils, beautiful. They're so filling. This is the sort of thing as well you could make at home. It will keep really well in a flask if you wanted to bring it fishing with you. And like a Wally, I only brought a fork with me and not a spoon. So I think we all know what's going to happen here. Cheers, everyone. Who needs fish anyway?